Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Normally people complain about stress. But stress is necessity of life. If there is no stress, there is no life. Have you seen any dead body under stress? Stress is necessary. Then only the music of life will come out. If you see an artist playing any instrument, let us say whether it's a tabla or it is a sitar, any instrument, there are two things involved. One thing is the instrument through which the music is brought out. Music doesn't come out of the instrument on its own. Suppose you have got a tabla, the music will not come out. If you have got sitar, music will not come out. One is instrument. Second is the player who is playing the instrument. Now between these two, if instrument you take, those wires, those strings must have optimum stress, optimum tension. If those wires are without tension, hanging like you put your clothes for drying, will the music come out of that? It is necessary. Similarly, if you tighten it too much, that you just touch the bow and it breaks, then also the music will not come out. So what is necessary? Optimum tension is necessary to bring out the music of life. So first of all, about the stress and tension, drop this notion. We should not have stress and tension. We must have. I don't know, here in India, students never study unless the day of examination is declared. When the day is declared, now examination will start from, let us say, 1st of March. Then only in the month of February they get geared up and then study, is it not? Now that gearing up for studying is possible when an element of stress, tension is put on them. See, friends. So the first principle about life is, don't complain about stress and strain. It is necessary. So problem solved? There is a problem. But if you insist, no, there should not be any tension, then you cannot enjoy the music of life. Life has got both the things important. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. Even if you are a Bengali, is anybody Bengali here? No. Then I can take them for a ride. Gujjus I cannot take because my host is Gujju. So, even if you are a Bengali and you eat rasgulla one after another, you will get tired. You require in between some chutney, some khatta mithai, is it not? In the same manner, those people who do not have problems in their life, there is something wrong with them. See? Have you seen the people in coma, they have got any problem? In Bombay, one of my friend asked me to go for dinner. Going to people's house and taking food is one of my professional hazards. Because I had to go and take food and tell it is good. Now how many times can you tell lies? But I had to tell it is good. So I went, had my food and everything. And thereafter, that friend told me, Swamiji, our grandmother is in the other room. she is not well, please bless her. So when you have taken somebody's namak, you can't say no. See, that day I realized there is nothing like free dinner in this world. So I had to go to the other room, and that lady was in coma. All the tubes here and there. And there was one nurse. I said, thank God, at least there is somebody smart to look at. Then I spoke to her, I said, hey dear, how are you? Everything is fine. Are they paying you perfectly well, regularly? He said, yes. I said, then pray to the Lord. Later continue till you get the next job. See? Prayer should be effective. And thereafter, that my host came to see how I bless. Now what will I bless? I took that dilapidated, deadly hand in my hand, put my hand on that, kissed my hand, not her hand. And then simply moved my lips. Who can challenge what I am doing? No prayers. I don't pray, I pray upon. So, afterwards I left. Third day he came for my lecture. He said, Swamiji, do you remember you came to our house? I said, when I have forgotten God, will I remember human beings? No, that day you came, our grandmother was not well, she was in coma, you came and blessed her. My heart started coming out of the chest. I don't know what happened because of my blessings. If she survives, he has come to sue me. If she dies, my blessings kill the people. See? So I was thinking, what has happened? What happened? Swamiji, we could not see her pain. She was in such a painful, miserable condition for last 6 months. After you prayed, God has heard your prayers and she is relieved of the pain. I said, come on, don't cheat me. A person who is in coma never suffers. A person who pays the bill, he suffers. See, friends. Therefore, if we are alive, we will have stress, we will have strain. Then only the music of life comes. One example I'll give you. A friend of mine, they are doing very well. International business and huge profits. One husband, one wife, they have got 2 sons, they have got 1 wife each and 2-3 children each, and doing very well. Health-wise, money-wise, position-wise, name-wise, every perfect. There can't be better. That Amma told me, Swamiji, please bless me. I said, what happened now? What more blessing you want? He said, everything is fine, but I am afraid. There is a fear in my mind. किसी की नजर नहीं लगनी चाहिए. I said, Mama, who looks at you? You are not beautiful. You are a oldie. No, Swamiji, लोगों की नजर लग जाती है. That means, even if you have got everything, our instrument is developed, created by God in such a manner that it will have to have a tension to function. See, friends, you go to the out of the civilization villages where there is nothing. There people have no tensions. See their life. It's so dull-witted. There is no charm. Like the vegetables they grow and the vegetables they end. See, friends. Therefore, one of the spiritual practice told is doing tapasya. Tapasya is austerities. You must have heard people go for doing tapasya in the forest in Himalayas. There they stand on one leg like Dhruva. He stood on one leg and making the hands up there and doing the japa Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tapasya is inviting problems. When it is cold, you don't put on warm clothes. When it is hot, you put fire all around you. Agre vanni prushte bhano ratro chubuko samarpita jano. See? Why? Because tapasya. Austerity. Don't take food. Now you are hungry, but I am not taking food back. Today is my fast. So you don't take food in the stomach, but think about food in the head all the time. Misplaced positioning of the food. Now what is that? That is tapasya, tapasya. And why this is done? So that I can grow spiritually. So instead of, I'll tell you very simple techniques. Instead of going to the forest or going to Himalayas and doing all kinds of weird tapasya, instead of that, like you people are all fond of everything homemade, is it not? Like when I go to somebody's house, they will give achar. And one lady asked, I said, Mama, which is the brand achar you? This is very tasty. They said, Swami, why did you ask like that? I said, because only market achar has a taste. Homemade achar, you have to say it is good. It is never good. Market achar, unless it is good, it will not be sold. And home achar, unless you say it is good, you will not be given. This is a tragedy. So, no, Swami, this is homemade. So everything you talk about homemade, why don't you have tapasya, austerity is homemade? Now what is the austerity homemade? Although you are husband and wife staying together, tolerate each other. Highest tapasya. You don't have to go to the forest. See? The day you will understand this principle, two persons, husband and wife, never stay together because of love. Drop that dumb word love from your dictionary. It's nothing like love. Pyar, main kya janu re. It's nothing like love. People stay together not because of love, but because of understanding. Understanding in life will dissolve all the possible problems of life. Understanding is important. See? Take for example, Bhagavad Gita you all must have read, studied well. Normally people don't talk on the first chapter of Gita. But that is the chapter which I like the most. First chapter. If that chapter was not important, why it was included in Bhagavad Gita? It is the foundation of total life. See what happens. If everything goes best, the hidden potentiality in us doesn't come to surface. See, there is the shlok in Sanskrit which tells, Grushtam Grushtam Punarapi Punaha Chandanam Charu Gandham Dagdham Dagdham Punarapi Punaha Kanchanam Kantavarnam. When you go on rubbing the sandalwood more and more, fragrance comes out. When you go on burning the gold, the brightness comes out. In the same manner, when difficulties come in our life, the best thing in us comes out. See, friends. Now, let's go to the first chapter of Gita. Our condition is like Arjun. When Arjun comes on the battlefield, he comes with an arrogance. Whenever there is little success in life, we become extremely arrogant. See? Like you will see our people in USA. When they talk, they don't talk about anything except dollars. When they say dollars, it is as if they are saying Jai Sri Krishna. That stink and arrogance of the dollar. Konyasti Sadrushumaya, who is like me, like that, all the time. So, Arjuna had the same dollar disease. Virus has affected him. When he came on the battlefield, that arrogance came out of him. And he tells his driver Bhagwan Krishna two things. Kair maya saha yodhavyam asmin rada samudyame. Kindly take the chariot in between the two armies. Senayor ubayor madhye ratham sthapayame chuta. Let me see who dare fights with me. Kair maya saha yodhavyam. who are thinking of taking war or fight with me. They don't know I am Arjun. See, friends. And then the second thing he says that the Dhritarashtra's children, they are durbuddhi, they are bad people, they are atatayi. Atatayi technically means a person is subject to hanging without investigation. Such a person is called as atatayi, the terrorist. Need not have any case on that, they should be finished immediately. Atatayi. So with these two words he tells, let me see with who dares fight with me, because those are atatayi people coming to have war with me. What they think? When these arrogance of success and bitterness in the mind, two things come. Our life is designed for self-destruction. So in between, God has to play his role. And his role is creating some kind of problem or tension. Now be attentive. When you have got a tooth pain, is the pain given to us to suffer? This pain is given to us to be reminded of. Come on, take care. Something is wrong there. So you go and take care. You are cured. I'll tell you one example. A good friend of mine, she is a gynecologist. Therefore, all the medicines are at her, freely available to her. And this gynecologist, the worst profession is the doctors and second is the gynecologist. So, these children, they never come during office time. They come at night, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And these poor doctors, they have to stand there, wait, like that, So, therefore she has been working for last so many years. And whenever she is to get some pain, take a painkiller. You know what is the painkiller? That kills you without pain. It's a painkiller. It is neither a medicine nor a curative nor a prophylactic. So, she is to take those painkillers. Slowly her titer increased. Half a tablet became 1 became 1.5, then became 2. Because freely available to her. And one day she was feeling very uneasy. So she called her gynec friend and she said, hey, please check. I am getting too much of pain in the lower part. And when her cervix was checked, like a big mud pot filled with the spoiled yogurt, it was just touched and it broke and a bucket full of pus and everything came. And thereafter, when they check the things, it has become so brittle and it was the 3rd degree cancer. When the pain came initially, had she taken the care, these subsequent developments would not have come. See, friends, exactly the same way, all the tensions, all the worries, all the difficulties, all the problems which crop up in our life, they are a reminder, come on, be careful. So is the tension a worry? No. It is a reminder. See, friends, and the day you take this tension as a reminder, then you are living your life properly, but instead of that, we take a painkiller. See? When you don't get sleep, so we follow one of the 3 techniques, either pillow or pill or pillow. One of the 3 things. Now instead of that, you find out why you are not getting the sleep. Then you will come to know there is something wrong to someone in you. See, friends, we are not one inside. We are a crowd. And this crowd is miserable. See, normally people come and ask us about the problem. Swamiji, my mind is very disturbed. What should I do? So you ask a question, whose mind is disturbed? Mine. But who are you? See? Exactly this is what happened to Arjuna. When he came with their arrogance and bitterness, these are the two terribly bad things that should not happen to any human being. See? Vidya vinayana shobhate. Wisdom is glorified by humility and simplicity, not by arrogance. And then the second thing is, we must not have bitterness even for a fun in our heart. See, friends, not even for fun. If we have got bitterness in our heart, hatred in our heart, in that heart the God doesn't descend. And when the God doesn't descend, that experience is called as tension or misery. So, what Bhagavan Krishna did, he created a tension for Arjuna. Now just understand this point. When Arjuna tells him that take the chariot between the two armies, he had a choice, is it not? Where to place the chariot. Imagine, if Arjuna's chariot was kept in front of Duryodhana, Dushasana, will Arjuna ask any question? Because he came to kill them. He won't ask question. But what Bhagavan Krishna did? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. Bhagavan said, of all the kings on the battlefield, he took his chariot in front of Dronacharya, his guru, Bhishmacharya, his grandfather. And there Bhagavan Krishna didn't stop. He said further, you want to know with whom you have to fight? They are your nears and dears. Friends, those who create problems and tension for us, they are never our enemies. Enemies can be sorted out straight away by attacking and killing them. When our own nears and dears, when they become enemy, then we have a real problem of our life. See? When somebody else's child is going the wrong way, what is our interaction? These days children are, they are not behaving properly. The whole society is going. We become philosopher. See? No, Guptaji, I am talking about your child. My child? Immediately the tension comes. Exactly this is what has happened to Arjuna. He had no problem in fighting the war, killing the people. That was not the problem. Problem was, how can I kill my guru? How can I kill my grandfather? If it is your guru and your grandfather, I don't mind. So which created the tension? Neither the war, nor the grandfather, nor the guru. The tension was created because it is mine. See, friends. One of my Marwari friend, I went to their house for breakfast, and while taking breakfast, that Amma told me, Swamiji, you please tell my husband he has spoiled our son. So I kept quiet. So he told me, Swamiji, let us finish breakfast, I'll talk to you on this issue. I said, all right. So we finished. He took me to his bedroom. There was one full steel almirah. He said, I trust you, therefore I am not afraid. He opened it. Those days, 500 rupees notes were not there, only 100 rupees maximum. So it was packed with cash, 100 rupees bundles. He said, my son knows this. He comes in the morning, he says, Dad, 5,000. If I don't give him, he says, Dad, this is the number of the income tax. Is it correct number? Now tell me, what should I do? should I protect money or my son? I said, protect money. Money you can trust, son you cannot trust. See, you take these principles, they are very simple. For example, my principles are little abnormal as compared to others. I am very clear about it. Those who are most lucky, they don't have children. Those who are little less lucky, they have only daughters. Those who are still less lucky, they have got daughter and son. And those who are bichare, they have got only sons. Daughters love the parents before marriage, and they employ their husband to serve her parents after marriage. See? And the sons, before marriage, they don't care for the parents. After marriage, they are employed elsewhere. And you keep on doing that babysitting useless. Don't create problems. Problems can be sorted out by proper thinking. Be attentive. After listening the whole Bhagavad Gita, no situation changed. The war took place. After listening the whole Bhagavad Mahapuran, that Takshaka snake came and beaten Parikshit. So what is the use? Many of us have got this wrong notion about spiritual life. See, I have done so much of God. Why this is happening to me? Who asked you? God never asked you, give me any paratha. He never asked you. See, friends, tensions come because of wrong interaction in the world. Correct your interactions. Then you will create tension for others. You will not have tension. See, friends. So, what Bhagavan Krishna did, he said, you want to fight the war with whom you know. You have to fight the war with your nears and dears. The moment this thing was heard by Arjun, he became nonplussed. Swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syama madhava. Hey Madhav, O Lord, how will I be happy by killing my nears and dears? So where is the problem? Where is the seed of all the tensions? Tension seed is in this I and my. See, friends. And we don't investigate who are these fellows who are miserable. See, friends. There are 3 stages through which we all have to go. One is a physical stage where we are all living now. Please come, you are welcome. You are not late. Take your chairs and sit down wherever you get. So, the first stage is the physical level that we are living at the body level and at this gross world level. There is one treatment for this. That treatment is called as dharma and yoga. All the time talking about we should be good to others, we should help others. If somebody gives you one on your face, you should give him the other face. In South Africa, where our Mahatma Gandhi was thrown out of the train, Petersburg. So, when they showed me all that place, one person asked me this question, Swami, Mahatma Gandhi said that when somebody gives you one on your cheek, you show him the other cheek. Why such thing? I said, you are not understood properly. What he said to that man, now hit him, not me. Other cheek doesn't mean your other cheek, somebody else's. How you take it? So, when we are living in this world, things around us will not change. We have to change. See, friends. But normally, what is our spirituality? Our spirituality, if you are the parents, spirituality, Swamiji, my children don't listen to me. See, friends, we want others to listen because we are parents. See? There is a story about Shah Jahan, whose son was Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb has kept his father in captivity. Now, he being a king, he was always ordering the people. That becomes his second nature. So he said, my dear son, it's okay now you have kept me in captivity. At least give me some children, I will teach them Quran and Madarsa I will run. So the son said, okay. And he was given 100 children. And to those 100 children he used to teach Quran and everything. Now, the moral of the story, a person who is habitual of ordering, teaching, giving advice to others, if he has to keep quiet, he suffers silently. This is what happens with we elders. When we look at the child, we don't look at and enjoy, and we don't become a child-like. We immediately become elder. If the child is standing, hey, why are you standing? Sit down. Because we are elders, we have to teach somebody something. If the child is sitting, hey, why do you come on, Swami Uto? Right? That means whatever the children do, we have to contradict that because we are grown-ups. And when the children don't listen, we feel frustrated and we become tense. See, friends, one of the most important principles to get rid of the tension is don't become anybody. Somebody is always miserable. See? Nobody is happy. Is it not? In the deep sleep, who are we? Husband, wife, brother, father, mother, young, old, Indian. Who are we? We are nobody. And therefore we are happy. Somebody is always miserable. And somebody is not the real. Nobody is real. See? Like man is nobody. Then husband is somebody. Man has become husband. And who is miserable? This become fellow. He is not real. Husband is an illusion, he is not the reality. But his illusion makes us miserable. Think. The more you go deep within you, you will come to know we are only at the periphery of our personality. And this is where we spend most of our life, only in this gross world and at the body level. So when we live at the gross world, we only talk about be good, do good, don't hurt others. How many days are you going to remain in KG1, KG2? How many days? Don't hurt others. Sir, everybody, you should be good. What next? See? We are not trees to give shadow to anybody sitting. We are human beings. What is the purpose of our life? See, friends, without inquiry, we just feel satisfied. I don't eat non-vegetarian every day. Alternatively. Since, earlier I used to be bhogi, but now I started yoga. Now I don't sleep up to 10 o'clock. I wake up at 9 o'clock. See? Only getting buried in that goody thing. That is nothing to do with spirituality. So either we get lost in this world or we get lost only in the yoga. And what the yoga fellows say? Only two things. You will remain healthy and you will even live long. For what? If you have to curse somebody, curse. May you live long and suffer silently. What for to live long? There was one man, he was a victim of our Ramdev Baba. Yoga. And he lived for 125 years. And afterwards you have to die. Whether you live for 100 or 10 years, you have to die. Therefore, don't take life seriously. Nobody left this world alive. So don't take life too seriously. So he died and went. Because he did yoga, he went to heavens. And when he went to heavens, they're all beautiful apsaras. You know, in Hindi, government officers are called as apsar. So all the beautiful apsaras were all around him. He hit his head with his hand. Oh God, why did I delay coming over here? What will you do by living long? But in yoga and all medicine, you will live long. For what? Dekho Maharaj. And thus our whole life is spent only at the body level. First time. Then the second level, we understand this as spirituality and suffer unnecessarily. And the second level is, we have millions of desires, but no potentiality, no energy to fulfill. So we go to the temple, stand before the Lord and say, Oh Lord, Bhagavan says, yes dear, you have got infinite energy but no desires. Yes, my dear child, I know that. Oh Lord, I have got infinite desires but no energy. Yes, my child, I know that. Sir, why don't we write an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding? Let your energy be not wasted and let my desire be fulfilled. And our prayer is nothing but going to the God and asking a list of desire to be fulfilled. Therefore, longer the list, longer is the namaskar. That is our desire, that is our devotion. So, either we get lost in the dharma, or we get lost in the devotion, and both are hypocrisies. Therefore, you see all our gods, they have got a very standard, mudra. One is hand is like this, other is like this. This is not a varadahasta. This is not a blessing. This is enough. How much are you going to ask? And the other hand is not, I am going to give you money, I am going to give you one heart. Enough. And that we call as our devotion. See, friends. See? You see all the stotras, at the end of it, Phalashruti is given. You know that Ganpati's Arati? Ki those who do not have children, they will have children. Those who do not have money, they will have money. Those who do not have good health, they will get good health and do puja. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. On the contrary, if you get hurt, immediately we should be reminded. I think the time is there to change the course of life. This is exactly what Bhagavan Krishna did for Arjuna. He created a problem for Arjuna on the battlefield. He created. There was no need. Every problem that comes in our life, that tension that comes in our life, is a God-sent blessing. Enough of it. Now the purpose for what you are sent over here is not fulfilled. See, friends, this mic which is in front of me or in between two of us, mic doesn't have any purpose of its own. Mind has only one purpose. Whatever I am talking to you should be amplified and communicated without adding mirch masala. Many times it happens, the mic does his own electronic onkar, or else it will be making a lot of noise, like that. When the mic will start making its own noise, what we'll do? We'll throw it away. Exactly the same way, let Him express through us. Let us be His mouthpiece. See, friends, that is the purpose of our life. Not asking. Enough of asking in this world. See? In one place I read a very beautiful share. कितना पैसा इकट्ठा करोगे, याद रखना कफन को जेब नहीं होता. How true it is. Whole life is spent only for getting one kafan. We come naked in this world and for getting one kafan at the time of going. Whole life is spent only for that. See, friends. Therefore, whenever there is a difficulty, there is a tension, be aware that we are going the wrong way. And what is the right way? Right way is the purpose for what we are created by Him. His purpose must be fulfilled through us. Mic has no purpose. The one who speaks has a purpose. In the same manner, our life has no purpose. The one who created this life, He has the purpose. And what could be the purpose of God? Create problems for others? No. See, God expresses through human beings fully and completely. Only in human beings. In the stones and bricks, expression of God is only existence. In plant kingdom, expression of God is existence plus life. In case of animal kingdom, expression of God is existence, life and knowledge. The animals, the fish, they know everything. The other day I was in Alaska and it was such a great fun to watch. There is one place called the Ketchikan, and the Ketchikan is supposed to be the capital of one kind of fish. I don't know the name of the fish. So there is one particular place, a big lake, which is little above the sea. So the fish from all over the world, that particular time, the Solomon's fish, I think, they come all the way from all over the world. They jump across the stream and go in that huge place, and there the female lay the eggs and the male lay the sperm. In case of the fish, the fertilization takes place in the water, not physically in the womb. So they lay, then the fertilization takes place, and both the mother and the father fish, all of them die, and it's such a mess, it's packed with all the fish. And then the heavy rains come, and in that all the dead fish are washed away along with their small fingerlings. They are washed away, and then they go in the sea, and again they disappear for the whole year. They go all around the world, the globe. Again next year they come to lay the eggs. No GPS, bro. See? So the stones have only existence, plants have existence, life, and the animals have existence, life plus knowledge. Now the last thing, it is only human beings who have existence, life, knowledge and happiness. Bliss is the only expression, happiness is the only expression, smile is the only expression which differentiate human beings from other creation. So what is the purpose of our life? He created us. Purpose is only to express happiness. Everything is okay if you are happy. And if you are happy because your wife is good, then what is your contribution? If you are happy in spite of your wife, then you are a genius husband. See, friends, take this approach in life. You will see the tensions will be dissolved. Because you have learned from the tensions. You have learned how to bring out the music out of the tense wires. That is our genius. Therefore, Instead of living at a physical level, getting lost in the dharma or the yoga, or getting lost in the devotion, all the time going and asking God, oh, give me something, give me something. Then at the individual level, how we practice, we start invoking our Kundalini. And what is Kundalini invocation? Invocation of the dormant potentialities in the form of siddhis so that we can achieve anything. I curse somebody and that happens. I bless somebody, something happens. This is still living at the middle level, what is technically called as Adi Daivik level. Living only at that level. It has nothing to do with spirituality. We are born as human beings to fulfill the spiritual mission. Mission is spirituality. And it is here we have to understand. See, when Bhagavan Krishna told the whole Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, at the end he asked a question. Kaschid eta shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachid ajnana sammohaha pranashtaste dhananjaya. Hey Arjun, did you listen to me carefully, single-pointed mind? Has your delusion about your identity gone or not? And Arjuna replies, Nashto mohaha, my delusion has gone. Now I know. I am on the battlefield not as somebody's grandson, somebody's disciple, but I am on the battlefield as a warrior. In the same manner, we are in this world as the seekers of truth. A seeker of truth never complains. Complaints are made by those who are not capable of contemplation. Inquire rather than complaining. Why I am tense? So find out who is tense. Then you will come to know that husband, brother, mother, father, wife, son, daughter, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, these guys are tense. See, friends, one example I'll give you just to make this point. This happened in Germany many years before. So must be about 20, 30 years before it happened. So after my 2 days, 3 days retreat, one lady, German lady, she came and asked me, Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, Mama, even then I would not have married you. She said, no, not that way. Then he said, I would not have divorced 3 times. Now, after listening to you, I know what mistakes and wrong things I have done. I said, anyway, now you can't undo it. So, now please answer my question. Is my inquiry, I want to learn. Friends, if we take this vow, learn from every experience of your life. This is a simple rule. I am not giving a mala in your hand. I am not telling you to go and matha teko. No. Simply learn from every experience of your life. And I tell you something, I guarantee you will not do it. And yet I am telling you. Make a beautiful copy, buy a new copy, and give the title to that copy. What I learned today. Every day, only write 1 line or 2 lines. What you have learned from your that day's whole day's experience. Only 1 day. By the time the year is over, you would have learned 365 things in your life. Friends, those who cannot learn from the experiences of their own life, even God cannot teach them. In the transfer of knowledge, the Guru and the Shishya, the Guru and the disciple, Guru is secondary, the disciple is primary. We may glorify Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. What Jagat Guru? If he was really a Jagat Guru, he would have been able to teach Duryodhan Dushyasan. He failed. What? Because Because in the transfer of knowledge, it is the disciple who wants to change. Therefore, Guru is just a means. He is not the real one. The real one is the disciple. In the same manner, our Guru is every experience. And every experience is given to us by the Lord out of love, compassion, like a mother giving bath to a dirty child. The child has become so dirty, playing in the mud and all that. So she pulls the child, and the child doesn't want to come out, but she doesn't listen, takes him in the bathroom, undresses him completely, puts the hot, cold water, and apply detergent powder. It is so dirty, fellow. And then take the sandpaper and rubs all the dirty things. That time, that child thinks, if my mother is someone, she is a chudail. But all that treatment is given by the mother only out of love and compassion. And when the child has become clean, neat, dried up, powdered, put the beautiful clothes, the child even doesn't thank the mom. He goes to sleep. In the same manner, look at your problems of life as challenges. When you look at them as challenges, the best in you will come out. And this is exactly what has happened to Arjuna. Arjuna has taken that as a problem. Bhagavan said, don't look at life as a problem. Take life as a challenge. The moment you change the spelling of problem into challenge, you are completely changed. And when we take it as a problem, then we complain. Why other people's husbands are so good, why my husband is like that? It is the other side of the fence, the grass looks green. It is not like that. No husband is good in this world, including Bhagavan Ram. What to talk about Jaggi and Ram? See, don't get lost. And when this point is taken, then you have graduated from gross world, from imagining that I should have power, God should help me get out of that mess, and discover you are the source of happiness for the whole world. Rather than seeking happiness, distribute happiness. Our life is like a beggar. When we were coming in the car, somebody was standing there with a thing written, I am hungry. Don't beg in this world. See? How we are begging? We are going with 5 balls in our hand, 5 sense organs. Through the eyes, we are begging for beautiful things I want to see. With the ears, I want to hear my own praise. I want to hear somebody else's condemnation. With the tongue, all the time I want to have good food. Constantly begging. On the contrary, let our life be a source of distribution of happiness. Then you won't have tension. When you want something, whether you will get or not, tension will come. When you want to give something, no tension comes. God is having no tension, although He is handling such a big mess. See? One day, one child asked me, children really ask in the good questions. Elderly people have no questions, they have got only complaints. Therefore, I never entertain question-answer session. They have only complained. Swamiji, why my wife doesn't listen to me? Swamiji, my children are not listening to me. Yeah, when you got married, did you ask me? Now you suffer, don't trouble me. See? Similarly, all funny things. One person in Goa, Swamiji, I got a big land here. I can give you the whole land. You can start your ashram, you can build school here. I said, why should I do? He said, no, money, I'll provide everything. You build a school here and run the school. I said, I don't want to start in a school. Why? I said, children you produce, school I will run. Am I mad or what? You handle your misery, don't put me into trouble. Don't seek happiness in this world. When the child asked me this question, Swamiji, you told us that God is in our heart. I said, yes. But we are also in our heart. I said, yes. Then two of them? I said, of course, two of them. Oh, very good. I say, why very good? Now I will do one thing, I will give you one blow. And then I will say, God give you a blow. Why not? I asked him, are you a descendant of Duryodhana or what? There is one verse when comes in Mahabharata, Duryodhana says, Janami dharmam nachame pravrutti, janami adharmam nachame nivrutti, kenapi devena hridistithena, yatha nayuktosmi tatha karomi. I know what is right, but I don't feel like doing it. I know what is wrong, but that only I like to do. I think there is some God seated in my heart. He is making me do wrong things. I said, my dear friend, you have asked the best question ever anybody has asked. Therefore, I am happy with your question, so I give you one chocolate. I had some beautiful chocolate, I gave it to him. He looked at it, he was so happy to see the chocolate, immediately put it in his pocket. I said, eat. He said, no. I said, then return back. He said, I won't return back. I said, then eat. He said, I won't eat. Then what will you do? So he said, I'll give it to my sister. I said, why sister? You eat, you enjoy. What will you get by giving to sister? He could not answer that. He started looking here and there. Then he asked me a question. Swamiji, do you have a sister? I said, no, you will not understand. He has conveyed so beautifully. What he meant is, when I eat and whatever happiness I get, much more happiness I will be when my sister eats. Is it not? I told you, my dear friend, when you discover happiness in giving, God is expressing through you. When you discover happiness in receiving, a disgusted jiva is expressing out of you. So whenever you are miserable, understand, this soul is miserable. Make a soul curry and enjoy. See friends, we are only for one purpose. We have to express happiness. And that expression is possible through three sources. Because these are the three sources we all have. One is the body, second is the speech, third is the mind. Karma yogi is not doing a lot of work. That is karma rog. It is not karma yoga. Like people are alcoholic, there are workaholics. If you tell them don't do anything, they suffer the maximum. See? So, what is karma yoga? Karma yoga is not doing a lot of jobs, but karma yoga is expressing happiness through every action of your life. When you get up in the morning, do your bed properly. This is karma yoga. See? When you go home, keep your shoes in a proper manner, happily. This is karma yoga. When you are preparing roti, do it happily and cheerfully, not with a bite. I don't know why I came in this house. Whole life, chapati, my hands are getting spoiled. See, when I got married, they were so soft. Now it has become like rubber. In that house, everybody gets constipation. Because they are not doing it cheerfully and happily. See, friend, even if you are walking, walk happily. Anybody should look at you, feel good. Come on, see how nicely he is walking. Not like a buffalo, patak. I don't know where I am going and dash somewhere. No. See, friends, one of the same way, when you dress properly. Nice dress, properly dressed, Not something all torn pants here and there, fashion. Daridri fashion. These are few little things which will take away the tension from your life and other people's life. Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. I read this story somewhere. Once Mahatma Gandhi told Rabindranath Tagore in Shantiniketan, let's go for a walk. Are you ready? Rabindranath Tagore said, give me 10-15 minutes. Mahatma Gandhi is ever ready. Nothing is required to be done. Langoti is there. And the same thing, no hairstyle. No hair problem. So, Rabindranath Tagore said, give me 15 minutes. And he nicely did his proper dress and nice hair and a light beard and beautifully. Then he came. Mahatma Gandhi said, how much time you are wasting in all this rubbish? See, I am ready, ever ready. So, Rabindranath Tagore said, when I walk, people look at me and they feel good. When you walk, nobody wants to look at you. See, friends, that is Karma Yoga. Whatever you do, it must express joy. Body level, then at the mind level, and at the speech level. First we'll take speech. Speech level, whenever we talk, we must talk happily and cheerfully. That is the real tapasya according to Bhagavad Gita. Many people tapasya with the speech is what? They keep their mouth shut. And then they'll be having a copy in their hand, Gupta ji, I am observing mauna, silence. So what you can talk to him? You can't talk to him. Then he will again write, get me a cup of tea. You get a cup of tea. No sugar. Okay. दूध खत्म हो गया क्या? Why don't you talk? Mauna is not of the speech. See, friends, Bhagavad Gita says, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat. Talk sweet, talk soft. Don't hurt, let your words not hurt anybody. You know one beautiful observation? The words created by the tongue create such deep wounds, they can hardly be repaired whole life. But if your tongue is hurt, it can be cured in no time. See, we have to use carefully our tongue. Anudvegakaram vakyam. Instead of that, we simply observe maunam. And then waiting for that mauna time to be over and then bounce back with vengeance. No. Talk soft, talk sweet, and more than anything, when necessary, then only talk. We Indians have got some special characteristics. See? An Indian, he is a Kundali writer. Anybody you see will start asking, when are you born? Why are you born? Where are you going to die? What is the need? But that is in our genes. We have to ask. And second thing, we can give advice to anybody on any topic, including God. What God should have done. Do your business. Typical Indians, Third thing, Indians are expert in somebody else's job. Not their job. What people should do. When the Indian goes to the doctor, he teaches the doctor. Doctor Sahab, ek injection laga lo. Let him decide. Friends. Therefore, speech use more in this line. When it is not necessary, don't talk. And if you have to talk, talk softly. Some people talk very loud, very loud. One person, somewhere in India, he came and he wanted to talk to me. I said, you stand there and then talk. But before you talk, I'll ask you a question. I asked him, is your house near railway track? He shouted, Swamiji, how do you know? I said, the way you talk, as if I am in London, you are in Bombay, and we are talking without phone. Talk soft. Very important. But soft doesn't mean itna soft you can others cannot hear also properly. Anudvega karam vakyam. That is second thing. Talk only good things, not bad things. And to practice this, I'll tell you one simple technique. Try. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, your talking will come down to 99%. कहना नहीं चाहिए, I should not say, but our neighbor's daughter-in-law is better than our daughter-in-law. When you know कहना नहीं चाहिए, why don't you keep your mouth shut? Many a times, we unnecessarily talk. See? Then you will not create problem for yourself and for others. Then the third expression is that of the mind. When somebody asks you, how are you? You have to reply. Don't tell the truth. See? One Punjabi lady in Bombay, in Delhi, I did a mistake, it is not her fault. She was about, now she is no more. That time she was about 96, not out. So, as a elderly lady, I used to go to her, did matha teko, and then I said, Mama, how are you? And this is, Swami, tusi aage ude the baitho, there I sit down there. And then she start. This morning, when I got up from the sleep, I got down and my ankle got twisted, and then her description will be so lively, the pain will go up. While listening, I start getting pain. This is a live demonstration. Please remember, most important, anybody asks you, how are you? Fire. I am on the top of the world. But our word should carry that meaning. How are you? Top of the world, baite. No, not that way. We should mean that. See? And it is a question of only how you take your life. If you insist you are happy, you are happy. If you all the time talk about, Swamiji, you are lucky. No. Insist. So, let your mind not think negative. Don't look at the dark side of the life. Look at the beautiful part. Who doesn't have difficulties? Everybody has difficulties in life, except the dead body. That is the only karma which we do and others suffer. See? Suppose I die now here. See? Dinesh bhai will have problem. Abba, kya karu? Now what to do next? You can't ask me, so you have kya karu? It's your problem. See, friends. Therefore, take life in this light. Think positively. Everything is going to be alright. It will be alright. This is the Sankalpa Shakti. We all can develop that. You know what happens in our life? We do not honor our own thoughts. And therefore, our thoughts lose their potency. Every thought that we have, we must honor. For example, all of us know anger is bad. If you know that, then practice. See? And if you practice that, then your own knowledge will become stronger. When we don't respect our own knowledge, how others will respect that? All of us know early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Right from childhood we learned it. But what is our life? Late night horror movies. And with those horror movies, after having seen, then you go to sleep. What will you see in the sleep? Only the चलती गाड़ी में लटकती लाश. Is it necessary? Horrible fellows. What is in your mind, that only comes in the dream. Today I was sleeping in Dirish Bhai's house and I was in a very deep sleep, and there also I got a dream that Dirish Bhai has come and told me, Swamiji, there is a lot of time, don't be in a hurry, you can sleep. And I slept. It was only in the dream. But then he has to come and wake me up. Swamiji, utho. See, our mind is the devil. Therefore, keep that mind with this positive thinking all the time. Never take anything negative. These three things are practiced. Tensions will disappear. You will remain cheerful and happy. See, one lady, where recently somewhere I saw, so her husband told me, Swamiji, I don't know how to tell her. She is so fat and all that, she should reduce her weight. So I said, look here, fat people are always happy. Those who are Agarbatti brand, they are always miserable. Have you seen any fat person with a swollen face? No. A round figure, nice. I said, don't worry, be fat and be happy. And one more, for your information. When a person who is very thin, bony, if he dies, he takes more time for burning. The one who is fat enough, he has got, the homemade fuel. If you don't listen, if you don't believe, try this. Don't take life too seriously. We are here only to express happiness. And God told me, He doesn't like miserable people. That is why He likes the saints and sages. Tasmin tajjane bheda bhavat. In Narad Bhakti Sutra, one sutra comes. God and His devotee, they have no difference between the two. When God expresses through man, He is called as Mahatma. If God is happiness, Mahatma cannot be miserable one. Therefore, to become a Mahatma, you have to do nothing. Only be happy all the time, that's it. Don't remove the tensions. You be happy. Tensions will run away from you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.